What is going on, guys? Back with another video. In today's video, guys, we are going to cover a meme coin which I've been watching for quite a while. I didn't take the plunge and get exposure to this, guys, which I am really regretting because I was watching this when it was around 2 to 300k in market cap when it was freshly launched, right? And this has been on an insane run, literally going up to nearly $5 million in market cap, and now has come back down to around $2 million in market cap, guys, right? The reason I think this has potential to be massive, of course, it is extremely high risk, guys. It really reminds me of something similar to Pudgy Penguins, right, which is currently at over $2 billion in market cap, right? And when you consider how well Pudgy Penguins has performed, it has been one of the best performing meme coins, but it has also brought back a lot of hype and attention into the NFT space as well, right? And I think NFTs are also going to have a big comeback, guys. And this is another reason which I think that Pandu has some good upside, guys, right? Essentially brings in the panda character, and you can see here also comes into the AI meme narrative as well. So it basically has this sort of pet panda here that you can basically, do different interactive tasks with, feed it, play it, you can talk to it. And it is interesting, right? Because it does also incorporate AI into this as well. You can see here the first AI friend on the blockchain. Meet Pandu, your AI friend, who'll always be by your side. Talk with him in real time through text or voice, share your thoughts, ask questions. So this is really interesting, right? Because as you all know, guys, AI as a narrative in itself is really bullish, but also when you incorporate meme coins within AI, it is something which has a very good narrative, right? And what else is interesting about this as well, guys, is that they do have quite a lot of plans in terms of incorporating AI into this. You can see here, Pandu Voice, Neural Grid, Experience Ultra Low Latency Voice Chat with Pandu, Pandu Core engine in it as well, which is basically going to improve it and make it more smart and aware. And also something here that you can, some artwork which is going to be integrated into it, generate art, avatars, and immersive visuals with Pandu Canvas. So there is a lot of things that this can potentially tie into. And also when it comes to the NFTs, right? Because if you have a look at the NFTs, you know, we have seen this in the past with a lot of projects where the hype has started, and so a lot of the time, guys, some of these NFTs have proved to be some good investments, right? Now, it's not currently one that I hold in terms of NFTs, but it is definitely one that interests me. I do think some of these could prove a decent investment when hype comes back into NFTs, right? Because this project is only it's less than around 10 days old. So yeah, 10 days old, already has nearly 7,000 holders. If you look at bubble maps, let's have a quick look at the bubble maps. So you have a few little clusters here and there, but again, nothing too significant in the grand scheme of things. And 2 million market cap, guys. You look at something like Pengu, 2 million to 2 billion, you are looking at 1,000x, right? So again, it's probably not gonna get to the market cap of Pudgy Penguins, but it's just really interesting to see a potential opportunity, right? 100x on this is around $200 million, which I do think is possible for this sort of meme coin, an AI meme coin, which also incorporates NFTs into it as well. So it just looks pretty interesting, right? NFTs look pretty cool as well, and this might actually be something which I do look for in the future to maybe grab a few of these NFTs. As you can see, from the low prices, a lot of them are pretty cheap. And then obviously you have people who are listing them for a lot of different Solanas, right? You got, for example, this one here, which looks pretty cool. It's unique. Obviously, it's rare. And, this is going to be interesting, right? Because I think there's around 1,000 in the collection, if I'm not incorrect. And ultimately, that isn't that much when you think of it, right? In the grand scheme of things. And obviously, you can do it from rare to common. So obviously, the ones which are more rare will obviously be listed for more. So definitely an interesting play, guys. They also have a roadmap here as well, which looks pretty interesting. They've got plans to basically get this sort of listed on the Play Store and the App Store, mini games with Pandu NFT characters, so potentially giving utility for the NFTs, also staking for holders. And then going forward, I'm sure they're going to look to, potentially get some more listings, because obviously this is a new project. But the hype that this is seen, I do think that, this is going to perform pretty well. So obviously it's still a micro cap, guys. It is extremely high risk, $2 million in market. but it is one that I do think there's potential there. The X obviously still small, around 3,000 followers on X, and you can see the pretty active engagement is also pretty good. It says here they've got a first exchange listing, so I'm not too sure about this exchange. Haven't really used it before, but obviously that is a good sign that things potentially could go in the right direction. And overall, guys, I like the artwork, right? This whole character of pandas is unique. It's really attractive to, big audience, and it's one which I would definitely keep on your radar, right? I might decide to take a position in this if it comes back a little bit more, but I just thought it was worth a quick look into because I didn't really have sort of a deep dive into it, and it just reminds me of Pudgy Penguins, right? It has that similar aspect to it. That thing with Pudgy Penguins that's now become like a global brand. I can see Pandu doing something potentially similar, right? Obviously, it's not going to be as big as Pudgy Penguins, but there is definitely an opportunity in this project, guys. Right? I'm getting I'm getting a good feeling about this project, and I'm just regretting that I didn't get a small bag at these levels because I saw it pop up. It was trending. I thought to myself, should I get a bag? And I thought I would just watch it to see how it performs. And then, literally out of nowhere, in the space of a couple of days, it shot up from 200K to nearly $4.5 million market cap. Also, they've got a TikTok, which could be a good way to get more audience on this, guys. So let me know your thoughts on this, guys. At the end of the day, this is a tiny, tiny market cap, $2 million in market cap. You're not late to this project by any means. Obviously, it's better to be early when it's around 200K or 300K or even lower. But at the end of the day, you're still going to be earlier than a lot of other investors, right? So obviously do your own research, guys. This is the type of project that either is going to go to zero, or it is going to become the next big meme coin, the big next NFT meme coin, the AI meme coin. Time will tell, right? So let me know your thoughts, guys. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for the next video.